Hey ladies, how you doing? So I want to do a nice little quick makeup look where I'm not using any foundation. I just really want to use just my pressed powder on my face because done up. I'm going to look done up, but I don't want to look too done up. So I'm just going to start out with some oil. I have not used this oil up yet. This is that Tarte Maracuja oil. I was using it on my nails when I had my tips on. I was growing my nails out, but that's a whole nother dilemma in itself. But I do like it. I will not purchase it again, but it is nice to put on underneath a powder because it just, I guess the powder can adhere to it, I guess. So I like to put this on when I'm just wearing a face powder. I'm gonna wipe off my brow area a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some brows. I'm going to do that off camera because that takes long these days. I don't know what's going on with me and my brows. I used to be able to do them in like 1, 2, 3, get it over with. Even if I was going to be putting concealer underneath. Now I feel like my hands just be like, and I can't do it. So I have my brows on. Like I told you guys, I don't know what's going on with me and my brows. I used to be able to do them 1, 2, 3, and now I can't do them no more. I don't know. But anyway, let me just know what I've been using. I was with my friend Lasharo, and she's here on Instagram. Well, not on here on YouTube, but she's trying to get on there. But she's on Instagram. I'll leave her Instagram right here. And she put me on to this is LA Girl Endless Semi-Permanent Auto Eyeliner. This one is in brown. It was $1.99 at the beauty supply store. And I picked up 2 of them. I really like it. It's like a nice brown. It's not a reddish brown. It's a pure brown with like a it's not like a gray on. It's just plain brown with a brown good under. It's really nice. So I like this because it doesn't have any of that undertone business going on. It just looks really nice, and it kind of has a little wax in it. And it says semi-permanent, so it's supposed to like really last and stay. It doesn't like stay on. I don't have to like scrub it to get it off or anything like that. But it's really nice, and I like it. And like I said, it has like a little wax in it, so it's good. And I have a sample of some MAC, what do they call it? Studio Fix. I think this is NW35 or one. It's a real light one. I have a few of them, so I don't even bother with buying concealer for underneath the brow. Get a sample. It'll last you forever. And then I go in and I use this Maybelline Brow Drama. This one's in soft brown. And I just use this one to pretty much go over it and kind of seal everything in. And once this runs out, I want to pick up something different. I think I want to, nothing too high-end, but just something I saw in a drugstore that I want to try out. I just hate buying products. I'm rambling now. I just hate buying products like this and having like 4 or 5 of them. I'd rather wait until this one either runs out, dries out, or I don't want to use it anymore before I start buying more. I just feel like it's so useless. So I am going to correct because I'm not going to wear no foundation. So I just want to make sure I'm not going to put a lot, just a hint of my orange concealer here. It's like a corrector. I like to correct because since I'm not going to wear no foundation, if I have any dark spots, any blemishes on my face, they will be covered. When I put my powder on, it'll look, you know, really nice and natural. So I want to go for a nice, fun, natural, playful look if I can. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some concealer. This is going to be the Fawn from LA Girl. I was afraid. I had this for a while. I was afraid to use it. I felt like it was too light. And I will always try it and feel like, oh, it's taking forever to come up. That's the only thing I hate about this one. I don't know if I got a defective one or something, but it just takes forever to come up. And I'm going to take this in my inner corner here because I really want to make sure I highlight that area. And I'm just going to work it in. Okay, so now I have my highlight on. Everything's bright, everything's awake, and that's what I like. And you know, not for nothing, These LA Girl concealers and correctors, you can pretty much use these as like foundations. They're really, really affordable, really light. And I do have a darker shade here. This one's in deep cocoa. I use this, I can use one as a foundation, but I use it as a contour. But it really can work as a foundation for me. But it's really, really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and just set this. And I'm going to use my Topaz. I really, really like this powder. I really don't reach for the banana one too tough because it's not that it's too light or anything like that. I just love the way this actually looks. And when my actual oil start moving, this gives a nice, this is a nice look. I like it. And it's affordable. You know, there's a ton of others out there that you can use. I mean, they have the Sasha Cosmetics. I haven't used that one yet. And they have the Laura Mercier. I'm really thinking about going to get that one. And what other one they have? It's so many more. I do have the Airspun powder. I definitely like that powder. But only thing with that powder, you have to be very, very careful because it can definitely have you looking like ghostly under the eye. Like this one, you can see an orange tint. I like that because once I finish everything, the orange tint will settle down and it'll be very very attractive in my opinion, in my liking. I'm just kind of moving things around to make sure I don't have any really harsh indications that I put something up there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is play around with the eyes. I did put some concealer on my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Kat Von D palette. I'm really feeling this palette, y'all. I did a makeup look. It should be up already. But I really, really, really love this palette. I really want to start using my palettes and just stop playing around. Like, I have all this makeup. And I'll buy one little single shadow, like something like this, or I'll buy like a little quad and I'll be working on that one quad. Meanwhile, I have palettes like this that I paid money for that I'm not even wearing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this middle shade. I indicated in my video, I didn't know, I think these are like highlights, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. To me, it's an eyeshadow, so I'm going to take it. I think some folks do either highlight under the eye or under the brow bone or contour a little bit, you know, if you have a fairer skin tone. But I'm going to take this middle shade right here and I'm going to pack it all over the lid. And it's like a nice, soft, taupe type gray color. And it's pretty much just setting that concealer that I put on, because that concealer can crease on my eye because my lids can be oily. So I'm just going to make sure I just set that concealer. I'm going to use this as a eyeshadow as well. So I'm going to pack it on. This orange shade is from Ruby Kisses and go right in the crease with it. Okay, so now that I have that in my crease, I'm going to go ahead and get like a nice brown shade. I'm going to use I have this little L'Oreal chocolate brown. It's called Deep Mocha. I kind of neglected it. So I'm going to pull it out. I'm using the same brush. I need to wash my brushes. Guys, washing brushes is... whew. I'm just going to go ahead and focus on the outer area. And kind of cover up the orange just a tad. I just want it to peek out just a bit, not too much. Back into my Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to take that shade again. And I'm just going to put some more on the lid because we did lose some from putting all our crease colors in. I really like this brush. Everybody should have. This is the e.l.f. concealer brush. I use it as a fluffy shadow brush. So I'm going to take another clean brush. And I'm going to take this cream color here and work that as my brow bone color to kind of tone down that highlight because it's kind of bright. Okay, so the eyes are done. I'm going to go ahead and put some liner on and mascara. And we're going to work on these lips. Okay, so now that I have all that, I'm going to take my powder here and just go over my face. Dust off the extra setting powder. And see, this is why I like it. See the difference? Compared to over here. And the banana one does the same thing. But I just like do a nice soft highlight. I love this. I'm so happy I went back into my collection and found this, because this here is not too much. It's like just enough. And then with this brush, this is the e.l.f. stippling brush, the small one. It just deposits the right amount. You don't never have to worry about, oh God, I'm putting too much on, I'm overdoing it. It just picks up the right amount. Okay, I'm not gonna do no contour, I'm not gonna do no bronzing, because I didn't put on any foundation, so I'm pretty much good to go. So now let's jump into this lip. Let me find me a lip pencil. Guys, you know I love that Jordana lip pencil. But I go through them like, I guess because I wear it so much. Try something different. But I really like these pencils. Okay, lips aligned. Now I'm going to step out my box today and do something a little bit more daring. So I have all this orange going on my shirt. I'm going to use my MAC Dangerous. And this is like an orange matte. And I'm going to put it on. Okay, so I do like it. It's orange as all heck. But it is matte, and I have a funny feeling it's going to kind of crease through the course of the day. So I'm just going to put some neutral tone gloss. This is my black opal. I'll put this on everything. I'm going to put this over it. So here is my final look. I'm not going to curl my hair. I'm going to keep it just like this. Kind of effortless, if you can say. I just pull some pieces behind my ear and pull the rest over. I say hey to all my new subscribers. Hey to all my loyals. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll catch you in my next video. And let me know if you like this. Like this little... I did put a lot of product on my face. I ain't even gonna lie. The only thing I was missing was some foundation. But however, I made up for it for everything else. But let me know if you like this. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.